Fulbright Friday here with LP
and LT, your host,
co-hosts. Yay!
Yay!
Well,
it's Friday. I'm really excited about that.
But our Embark prize drawing is still happening. So we have 2 people.
Yeah, 2 people didn't claim their prize, which is really sad. So, I mean, sad for those 2 people, but exciting because we have
2 other people.
Yeah. Do you want to draw first?
Yeah, I will draw.
Okay. We'll be quick here. But it's exciting.
There's several stuck together. Ooh, jeez. I'm just dropping everything. Auburn Bell.
Auburn Bell.
Lucky winner of the next
That's exciting.
Water bottle.
So nice.
Oh, thank you. That's my favorite.
It's against my Aries nature.
Oh, and Jonathan Lance.
Oh, Jonathan.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Great. So email us by Wednesday to let us know that you saw your name drawn.
And
you will get your prize.
We have 2 prizes still going. Okay,
yeah.
So outside of that, what's been going on in your life?
We also have another
prize announcement. Oh, yeah.
There's so many competitions.
So many things. Okay.
Do you want to share the competition?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we just had the Embark prize. We hope to have concluded that, but we're announcing a new competition today. It's really exciting.
We just love competitions.
Yeah, it's fun. We have tons of prizes to give away. So you've seen bags go, you've seen water bottles, whatever. Okay, so the next prize that we're announcing is, or competition we're announcing is signing up with an advisor. If you have signed up with one of us to have a one-on-one advising appointment anytime in this current Fulbright application cycle, you will be automatically entered to win a prize. So if you've already met with one of us, your name's in the drawing already. If you haven't yet met with one of us, we need you to do that by what date?
You're missing out on some great stuff.
You're missing out on good stuff, but like by what date should they?
July 18th, by the end of the day, you will have needed to have met with one of us.
Yeah,
so,
you will need to have had a full meeting. So if you haven't yet signed up, get an appointment in the books and you'll be added to the next competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now
you should talk about fun things.
Well,
that was fun too.
It was fun, but anyway, how's life?
Good. I still need to go see Incredibles 2.
That's like on your thing. That's on your to-do list.
No, I don't really go see movies in the movie theater anymore because I don't want to deal with people talking or like kids screaming. Yeah. Nothing about like your kids, but
they're insane. Like the price of if you take a family of 4 to Incredibles, so it's like $12 a ticket, right?
Isn't that more than that?
15,
like 14.
14 or 15, looking round up, times 4, $60 to get in the door.
Oh, that's horrible.
No.
Yeah, and then you're like sitting on a sticky seat.
Yeah, and then if you do have kids, they're like, I want popcorn. And you're like, okay. It just like gets to be crazy. It's a costly endeavor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually once worked at a movie theater. That was my first job.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. My first job was at Target.
Were you
just checker.
Organizing the shelves?
No, I was a checker. I hated it.
Oh, but that's fun. I find that really therapeutic when you like just do the self-checkout and scan your items.
I do. I still do that because I'm like very efficient at like packing the bag. Like there's a way that you pack a bag when you're the scanner person that keeping all the things together, like, it's kind of Tetrisy.
And actually nothing annoys me more when someone doesn't do a bag properly.
Oh, I hate Target also.
If they put like eggs in with like something that's really heavy, and then I have to repack the bag before we like leave.
This is why the self-checkout is the way to go.
Yeah,
100%.
Self-checkout.
Mm-hmm. It's time again to take it over to LP, where she's in her social media room, to hear a tweet from one of our followers. LP.
Thank you, LT. I'm here in the social media room, and we just got, this is hot off the presses, a tweet from F. Gerald Scott, who says that he's heard a lot about needing to articulate post-Fulbright goals, and he doesn't really know what he wants to do after the Fulbright, doesn't know, he has many different paths that he could go in. So he says, what do I do? What do I put down?
Thanks, LP.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really interesting question. We get it a lot, so it's one of these that's like, okay, I know I want to apply for a Fulbright, you go through the process, you've maybe found a country, a grant type, but then you get to this idea about like, you need to be able to have a rationale for why you're selecting the country and the grant type that you've selected and what that actually does for you in the future. And what's crazy is like, sometimes it's really hard to be specific about what you want to do in the future. And we get that a lot, so like, what do I do? Well, the best advice we can give you is to not really worry about like whether or not this is the 100%, the sure thing that you're going to do after your Fulbright is this thing, but to really think about this as an opportunity to get creative, to think about a vision for yourself, and to articulate that. This is a possible outcome for you if the Fulbright ends up being something that you successfully are able to go on, then the next steps would be this thing. And being as specific as possible is really helpful. You have any thoughts about
So choosing one of the many different paths that you could possibly
One.
go down, and something that is clear and coherent. So something that is a logical progression from what you've already done, and that makes sense as a foundation or starting point for the kind of goals that you're articulating in the future.
Yeah. What you don't want to do, what we sometimes see is like, the Fulbright's going to help me figure out what I do next.
Mm-hmm. No.
No,
No.
It could almost be like a rap,
Yeah.
like the no-nos.
We almost should do a rap about
We
this.
could do a rap.
Like things not to do in your Fulbright application.
Time for an exciting feature. What's it time for, LP?
It is time for our hot tips and country highlights segment.
Where in the world are we going, Carmen Sandiego?
Where in the world?
No, we have a globe, but we already know.
Actually,
where
we
we're
already have it kind of in the place we want to be.
going. Yeah, we're going to Europe today.
And if it wasn't a giveaway already, our homemade Netherlands flag. So we are
Yay.
focusing on the Netherlands today.
Exciting. Have you ever been to the Netherlands?
I have not. That's actually,
It's on your list?
it's on my list.
Other European destinations you haven't been to? I've been to the Netherlands.
I haven't been to Belgium either.
I'll tell you what, Dutch, very hard to understand,
sure.
read. Like, that's a complicated language and not easy to get around the Netherlands with just English.
Have you been to the Netherlands?
Yeah, on like a weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a quick one.
Anyway, we're excited about the Netherlands because the Netherlands has a plethora.
No. Oh, I was like, what's another word for a whole bunch of big stuff? I can't think of it. Good. Okay, we have a plethora.
We have a plethora
a cornucopia of opportunities.
of opportunities available in the Netherlands. So Netherlands is one of those countries that has not only open study and research awards that are available,
Mm-hmm.
but also they have, and ETAs, but they also have, what, like 10?
They don't
1,
have
2,
ETAs,
3,
but that's
4.
okay.
Yeah, they do.
How they have
They have
0?
12 ETAs.
Oh.
That's, I don't know what you're looking
Okay.
Well, they have 12 ETAs and 12 open study research awards.
Okay.
But what's really exciting, I mean, those are already exciting, but what's even more exciting is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 special grants, which are where universities are either funding the award for students to come study at that institution in a program, or they even have even topical type awards, so like an award for pediatric cancer research.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that's interesting about the special awards in the Netherlands, so the non-traditional research or ETAs, those partnership awards, I guess you could call them, is that if you find one of those degree granting awards to apply to, the language requirement is such that you would be eligible to propose a degree that is taught exclusively in English. So you don't have to have necessarily a foreign language in order to be eligible to apply for one of those awards. So if you're interested in a degree program taught in English in the Netherlands, you might want to do some research and see if there's one that perhaps fits that need for you. It's time for the fan club. This is where our fans write in with their questions and we answer them totally. Okay, I actually had a question someone was asking me recently. Do you script the fan club sections? And I have to say,
They asked us if we script this?
yeah. So we can answer
This
it.
is so organic, natural,
Like,
anyway.
none of this is scripted.
Yeah.
By the way, if you didn't
We
get
just
that.
in case you didn't know what we're holding
Yeah, it's
here.
like, by the way, we only have like 20 minutes on a Thursday in which we tape this. So no, none of this is scripted. We also don't know what questions
We're just
are
natural
asked.
TV show
Oh,
personalities.
natural. If this does not work out,
Here, I
like,
picked last time,
we
so
can
it's
be
your turn
the
to pick.
Kelly Ripa and the, you know.
Oh yeah, now it's a
whatever.
Ryan Seacrest. That's the
Okay,
new-
yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, do I read it or you read it?
I read it last time,
Okay,
so it's your
so-
turn.
I'm not answering that because last week we did koalas and it's another
What
animal
was it?
one. I don't know. I just saw animal and I'm like, no. Okay. Oh. What's your guilty pleasure?
What is my guilty pleasure? Well, I guess guilty pleasures are meant to be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I'm not as big of a fan by any means as my sister and brother-in-law, but occasionally I watch The Bachelor.
Okay, why do you have to qualify it all like that?
Because it's The Bachelor is the most ridiculous show that's out there.
Oh,
Or
really?
maybe Kardashians. I've never watched the Kardashians.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess my guilty pleasure, okay, so let's say I have an evening to myself. One of the best things that could be done, I like to eat the entire pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream while I watch either like true crime stuff, like really bad true crime stuff, like not the ones that are like, here's the documentary style, like the really made for TV, like FBI is still looking for this person, like that kind of stuff. Also, I really like bad reality television. So like Jersey Shore, I watched it all. Teen Mom, watched it all. Like, so you're like, I occasionally might, with like one eye open, watch The Bachelor. And I'm like, you know what? No. I will watch
you ever watch
the
like
crap out of
Boo
some
or like
Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav had a whole like love series on VH1.
And you watched that?
Nobody remembers this because you were probably not born yet. But yes, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, wow. Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Teen Mom.
Do you follow where they are now?
I mean, I know where Snooki is. She's still a Jersey man.
She is?
Yeah.
Doesn't she have a kid?
Yeah, she has a kid. She also does like, they actually released some footage on MTV where they're like going back in time. So now they're like in their mid to late 30s.
And they're showing
the clips. Yeah, and they're like, oh my God. Because they're even like, oh my God, ashamed of doing that. Yeah. It's interesting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there one like who was a DJ?
Mm-hmm. Also, The Situation went into rehab.
Oh, The Situation. Yeah.
He's sober.
Oh, that's good.
Guilty pleasures.
Positive updates.